The best way to transform short and beaten nails is to do nail extensions, and I'm speaking from my experience. If you do it on a regular basis during few years, you will see that the nails are looking better, not just when you have nail extensions on, but also the nail bed will start to get longer. I have a client, Anna, and we're doing her nails for 3 years now, and it's been such a huge progress since we started, and we tried so many different products: hard gel, acrylic, polygel, dual forms, fiberglass, but there is still one technique that we haven't tried yet: soft gel tips. And it was a bad idea. What exactly could go wrong and why this technique didn't work for Anna? Keep watching to find out. Let's take a look at Anna's nails' current condition. Compared to what they were at the beginning, they're much better. She has 2 hangnails on 2 nails, but luckily it's not on every single nail. Since we do not live in the same cities anymore, unfortunately, she cannot be my regular client. However, sometimes I come to visit, and when I do, we always do nails. She did nail extensions as the model at the beauty school a while ago, and now only 1 nail is left. And this was a big mistake, because now the product is outgrown almost halfway, even more than halfway. I would say 2/3 of the length of her nail bed, and also there is too much product. When her nails were fresh and new, it was not that much of a big deal, but once they grow so long, that means all this excess product starts to bring pressure on the free edge, and this is how you can easily damage your own nails. At this point, Anna said that it's hurting a little, and I know that Anna is one of the most pain-resistant people I know, which means it's definitely hurting if she's mentioning that. And yes, I can see some product lifting in the middle, so I'm being careful. I turned the speed to 20,000 rotations per minute. I'm using carbide bead with blue abrasive mark and carefully remove the product. As you can see, it's taking me a while, and she said, "Hey Anastasia, come on, let's just rip it off." And I definitely said no. I really care about your nails. We came such a long way, so no, I'm not going to just take and rip it off. My goal is to remove all the product lifting, and this is how we can get rid of the product to do new extensions. I also can see some redness, which I assume is her natural nails, so unfortunately it is a little damaged. The trickiest part of removing the product lifting is that when some parts are lifted and some are not, and we also have a damaged nail in the same place. But now looks like we removed everything we needed, so I carefully took it off. Then I file off the remaining product on the free edge. Anna's nails are so much longer now as they used to be, but still they're kind of small. So now imagine all this massive thickness of the product was on 1/3 of her poor nail beds. Of course they got damaged, and this is what it looks like. We can see this redness on the free edge. We're definitely not doing anything crazy such as long nails anytime soon. We are going to do regular short extensions as we normally do. So then I proceed with the dry manicure. I'm using diamond flame-shaped bit with red abrasive mark. The speed is 18,000 rotations per minute, and this is such a meditative process. Honestly, I just love doing this and see how from nail with all this dry skin, some cuticles spreading across the nail plate, now we see a clean nail that will be ready for new extensions soon. By the way, if you would like to feel confident when using electric nail file and learn how to do dry manicure, I have a class for beginners which is called eFile 101. I will leave the link in the description box so you can learn more about it. Then I proceed to trimming cuticles and aponicum, and I believe this is one of those cases where it's not really possible to avoid this part. Just imagine if I would not trim the skin, it will stay there, and since Anna is still biting her nails and skin, it will definitely get worse because it will turn into hangnails within a few days. But once it's all clean and smooth and there is nothing to bite and hold on to, this is where I feel confident that nothing is going to happen. Now we need to choose the appropriate sizes of soft gel tips. Anna's hands and fingers are so tiny, maybe I'm just saying that because mine are really big, but I picked the soft gel tips where they have super small sizes that are going to fit even for her pinky nail. They are square shaped, which is her favorite shape, and also they're not too long. However, I think we might need to file them even shorter a little bit. After choosing the appropriate size is super important, so it will cover both sidewalls. I'm going to apply prep products. First one is the hydrator, apply and let dry, and then I'm applying non-acid primer. The reason we decided to try something different on Anna is because we love experimenting and she is always willing to be my model for it. And also, when I tried dual forms with polygel, honestly I thought it's not going to work out on her nails, but it did, which proves that theory is good, but you still need to try it to see what will be the actual outcome. Then I apply base coat and cure it in LED for 30 seconds. Then it's time to apply the tips. Since Anna's nails are small, I do not need to apply too much gel on the tip. I apply it, make sure there are no bubbles, then we flash cure it with the lamp. Usually my client or my model is helping me with their opposite hand with a small flash cure lamp, and then we need to fully cure it in LED for 1 minute. Another reason I wanted to try this technique with Anna is because I keep receiving messages from you guys. Anastasia, what if I cannot do nail sculpting? Is there any way I can transform a nails like this? Well, soft gel tips are much easier, you do not really need to do any kind of sculpting, and it's definitely much easier compared to traditional sculpting on tips or on regular forms. Now we need to file down this area near the cuticle and along the sidewalls. I'm using needle-shaped carbide bit. The speed is 22,000 rotations per minute. When you are doing this, make sure that you are not touching the skin or the natural nail. Also, when you apply the tips, especially on short bitten nails, do not forget to leave a little margin. Do not go too close to the cuticle area, otherwise it will not be possible to reach it with electric nail file. Until about this point, everything seemed normal and we thought this is actually working and they look pretty, but they're still too long, so we definitely need to file them down, which I did with a regular nail file. And once I did that, they became a little thicker, which is actually a good thing, but also the C-curve is now not as deep, which in my opinion is not good for Anna because now they look so much wider, and we're also planning to apply the color on top. When you apply more layers on top, they're going to be a little wider than they are already. At this point, I got a little upset because we definitely do not want to get fan and wide nails. The whole point of transformation is to make nails look better, right? Anna said that it's not that bad. They do not look too wide now, so maybe yes, this is just my worries. But still, I decided to try something and I applied some top coat underneath her nails and tried to pinch them, and it didn't really work. I mean, they became a little more narrow for a couple seconds, but it still didn't hold. Anyways, we decided to use dark black color with light reflective silver glitter, and this color is so gorgeous. Luckily, it's pigmented enough to apply it in only one coat, and then I sealed it with the top coat. In my opinion, they look too wide, but maybe I'm just too picky, so it's okay. I think that some people will still find them pretty nails. But the reason I mentioned at the beginning of the video that it didn't work out is because they didn't last. Anna is still picking and biting her nails, and when she has acrylic nails or polygel nails, the product is firm and strong enough to prevent her from doing that, but soft gel tips are pretty flexible and soft, so they didn't last longer than 2 weeks, unfortunately. That's the reason this technique didn't work out for her. I believe that this experience will be useful for you, and let me know, have you ever tried soft gel tips on short bitten nails? I'm not saying that this is not going to work for anyone with short bitten nails. If the person dropped the habit already, then I'm sure it is going to work. But if the person is still biting their nails, then probably this is not the best idea. Try acrylic instead. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!